Vietnam veterans came to Conestoga on Thursday to share their experiences from the war. Students were able to ask the veterans questions on topics ranging from living conditions to what it was like fighting in some of the toughest battles of the war. The veterans discussed questions about what it was like to fight in a war that faced such harsh criticism back home.
When a kid is coming out of the bush, 10-year-old, 9-year-old little girl with a hand grenade in her hand, and on a convoy is getting ready to throw that grenade into a convoy truck. The guys
that happens more often than you would think.
The first thing they're going to do is take care of your guys. So that kid's going to get shot.
Navy veteran Wayne Lamond said that a soldier's best friend was the man directly at his side. Each soldier fought for every other soldier. Lamond describes the despair that was felt when a man went down.
When you get a guy hit next to you and he's down and you're in a firefight and you know he's bleeding and he's in trouble, you can't help him because you have to suppress the incoming fire.
It was made clear that the media portrayal of the war was far from what actually happened in Vietnam. The vets stressed the point that the media would never report on the good deeds done by American soldiers, like building bridges and churches for the South Vietnamese, because, quote, that didn't sell newspapers.
So it was quite a jolt when you come home after spending a year in Vietnam, and you come home and people are protesting against it. The thing is, they didn't see our congressmen and senators, because they're in Washington. We were out on the street, and they could tell us right away, because that time a lot of guys had long hair, we had very short hair. If you had your uniform on, of course, they picked up on it right away. So, and a lot of times guys were spit on, called baby killers, all kinds of good things.
While much of the attitude surrounding the war was negative, there were some positives. One positive is the power of friendship that still exists between servicemen to this day.
Out of the guys I served in Vietnam, we get together every 2 years. I'm closer to them because of the camaraderie and what we went through. But the guys that I went from kindergarten all through high school, I hardly ever see them. It's just a whole different realm because they've moved away. You go on to college, you go into the workforce, and your lives just change after high school.
Ryan Frischella, Good Morning Stoga.